Hey comic book fans, today we will be talking about The Darkness issue 5. I've been very much enjoying this new take on The Darkness, Jackie Estacado, and everybody that is on the playing field at this moment in time. And honestly, issue 5, this book does something incredible. The story starts off with Jenny. She's still in the cult temple with everybody, and she takes it upon herself to pretty much be nosy and find out what has she really gotten herself into. And then she discovers this other room there with all these women and these men there. And but the unsettling part of this is that she recognizes most of the men in there, and that is because they are some of the most powerfulest people, like either in that city or in general, because you have judges there, you have like police, sheriffs there, anybody that's somebody of power is there. And as that was being explained to her, that's when Jackie Estacado comes back and he runs through everybody in there. He purposely makes it his mission to beat the crap out of the men there. And the women there wasn't actual women, they were made of the darkness from Jackie's father. And as he went for, I believe he pronounced his name Sonnet. I never know how to pronounce his name. When he went for him, he tried to use light against Jackie, but Jackie put out a gun instead, not using his powers. And so he was still able to have leverage there. And he beats the crap out of him along with everybody else in that room. He gets Jenny and gets the heck out of there after warning everybody. Like, you come for me, you come for her. I personally would end you myself before getting her out of there. The frustrating part of that is he actually tries to kill him, and Jenny jumps in the way like, this is not you, don't kill nobody. That made me like her less, because it's like he could have ended this guy a lot sooner if she didn't get in the way. I hate the non-killing aspect of things, because like in this world a lot could be done with that. Anyway, the story continues and he still has not told her that her entire family is dead. If you remember a few issues back, the Angels slaughters her entire family, and Jackie still has not told her this, and it's eating at him. And even his own, pretty much powers is working against him, because they're like, tell her the truth, tell her what happened to her family. And he's still holding that personal, like he's still holding that within himself and not telling her. That's gonna bite him so hard later. But it's a good aspect of this story, because you have to wonder, is he protecting her or is he being selfish here? And Jackie does something that I didn't think that I would see in this book at all. He puts together a team of hitmen, and everybody that was in that room, all the powerful men that were there, he goes after them one by one. He puts together this task force of hitmen, and they go after everybody in the same night. It's not over a few days. It hits everybody at the same time, and it's just brutal. It's beautiful, it's perfect, and the art in this book really takes it a step up. Like, the art in the last one was good too, but there's something about this one, and I like how they're implementing the darkness in these situations and how they're operating with the dark altogether. They're giving you just enough. This feels more like a horror story from a different perspective than just a superhero story or an anti-hero story. This has that horror aspect to it. And again, he goes after these men, but here's the thing, it's slowly eating at him, the darkness, right? Because you have the aspect of him not telling her the truth, telling Jenny the truth. You have the other part of him understanding who he is and those that have lied to him. And then you have what he's doing, the hatred and the vengeance. So all that is building up inside of him and is working against him in the long term. Now on the angel side, they hear and they get word that Jackie is dismantling their enemies. He's dismantling the other side of this war. And what he's doing is so crazy that, and obviously ends up on the news because again, you have judges, you have all these, men of power that are going down. And she can see the darkness behind him when he's telling her that those men are monsters. And it's such a great panel to show, because he's calling these men monsters, but at the same time, he is the monster in the entire situation. And as the story goes along, this man is hiding with his family. And he's calling Sinet. He's telling him to protect me. He's telling him, and he's like, what do you want me to do about it? He's like, I can't do nothing about it. Good luck. And so when the darkness comes for this man, and here's what they do in this panel. You can't see nothing at first, but as soon as he shoots the shotgun, the light from the shotgun reveals the darkness itself. Jackie Estacado and his monsters are already standing there. It's such a great planned out panel and part of this story. And like how I said, it's eating at him because he goes for the man and he completely slaughters this man in front of his family. No mercy. This man gets one of the most brutal killings, period. And I love how they're using the darkness in these stories. I want them to continue using him like this because it's a horror aspect to it. It's a nightmarish aspect to it. You're not getting something like, like a Spawn type thing. No. You're getting a horror character, an absolute demon from a different perspective, and it's perfect. But what's being explained here in the story is that he's slowly giving into the darkness. He's slowly giving in to that otherworldly king that it's going to take over the world. He's slowly falling into who, the cult wants the darkness to be. And they even show in this panel, everything that he's dealing with mentally and how it's eating at him. And that's when we get this panel right here where he actually picks up the boy. He picks up this child and he's in the moment. And the mother is sitting there, she's horrified. And as you're reading this, you're also becoming more horrified. And he goes for the child in this situation. And they don't actually show what happens. I doubt that I feel like he stops himself, right? I feel like that's the obvious thing that happens. But there's been so many things that's happened, you're not sure if he's able to stop himself or not. Are they going down the route where the darkness completely consumes him and he becomes the villain of the story? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait until the next issue of what happens with Jackie Estacado. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe for more. And thank you for watching.